All right, so how many kids a man has does not change his worth like it does for a female. It just don't work the same way. I understand that y'all want men and women to everything to be the same and everything to work the same way. It just doesn't work that way. And I'm gonna explain to you why. A man can have five, six, seven baby mamas and have 10 kids. And guess what? Somebody's gonna be another baby mama. But if a female has three kids or more, especially if they're younger kids, that changes her worth when it comes to a man. Don't get mad at me. I didn't make it this way. Ladies, y'all made it this way. Men, y'all made it this way. I didn't make it this way. If a man has, let's take a man with five kids. He got four baby mamas. He take care of all his kids. He's got a steady job. He's got his own place. He's got a car. Don't none of his kids live with him. They all live with their baby mom. They all live with their mama. But you take said female, and let's say she got three baby daddies and five kids. All her kids more than likely live with her. Now, why does this matter? Because when he goes out on a date, he don't have to mention his kids. If he want to take her back to the crib, ain't no kids back at the crib. But a woman has more responsibilities that has to do with her kids. So that takes away from the time that you're going to be spending with that guy. You got to pick the kids up from school. You got to feed the kids. You got to help them with their homework. It's a full-time job. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. You got kids, you got kids. It is what it is. But don't get all wrapped up in your head thinking that they're both equal because they're not. Is it a double standard? It's a double standard. It is what it is. Men were born men, women were born women. It is a double standard. There are a lot of double standards, and they can't all work in your favor, ladies. You want a guy to pay your bills? Guess what? He got to pay your kids' bills. So he's taking on a responsibility that's not his. On the flip side, you get with a guy that five kids, his kids don't live with him, you're not taking on a responsibility. Now, I know what you're gonna say. I don't need no baby daddy. I don't need no man to take care of my son. He good, he this, that. Then you're not talking about being in a relationship with a man and moving into his house. We're not talking about you because you don't want a man. When you sit up here and tell me that your son doesn't need a stepfather or and your kids come first and all that, you don't want a man. So if that's you, then that's you. But we're talking about the majority of women that want to be in a relationship don't want to go to that fucking job that they hate and they want a man to take care of them. He has to take care of your kids too. Them are not his kids. There is no other situation. Well, a lot of y'all are doing it. That's why y'all mad. On the other end of the spectrum, if you taking care of that man and he moving into your spot, hey, don't get mad at me if that's what's bothering you. You chose the homeless dude. It's not the same because y'all are still taking in that man for whatever reason that it is. Y'all don't care about his kids because you don't see his kids. What y'all say, fuck them kids? You don't see his kids, so you don't care. You don't have to provide. You don't have to feed, you don't have to clothe. You don't have to deal with with those attitudes. Now, if he has his kids living with him, he's a single father of 4. That might be a little different. But I promise you, if he's doing his thing and he's taking care of his kids, you still gonna date him. And don't confuse, and I know what you're gonna say, men are still dating women with 4 or 5 kids. They are. They are. But for the most part, it's not those men that y'all claim y'all want. The dude with money, the protector, the provider, the buy you this, the buy you that. You show me a female out here this got 3, 4 baby daddies and got a man with money. Show me one. Point her out. And they live together and they got a successful relationship. I want to have a chat with her. Don't let your feelings get wrapped up in what I'm saying all the time. Open your ears, listen to logic, and don't just try to find that avenue to disagree with because it is what it is. As much as you want to fight it, as much as you try to hate it is what it is. Roll another one, man. Y'all fuck with me.